Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Konbanwa! Konbanwa! Yokoso, yokoso, yokoso. Sugoi desone. Hope you are good. Hope you are well. It's another week, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, another Stadia Monday night chat with me, Clive Illenden, your pragmatic, fact-based Stadia advocator. Settle in, buckle up, and enjoy the ride, people, for we have a packed show. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, one lucky viewer will be winning Stadia Premiere Edition live tonight. Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Rules pinned in the chat above, etc., etc. How are you? How are you? Of course, in the show, we're going to have all the news, new games, new content, new games rumored, and, ladies and gentlemen, and even more breadcrumbs, adding to the ones I listed out last week, showing that the Stadia future is looking good. And the path is leading where Phil Harrison said back in February. And he said at the beginning of 2019, those that watched the Stadia dosage at the weekend will see that we focused on an interview with Phil Harrison before the launch of Stadia. And some of the activities we've seen recently echo what was said way back then, 2 years ago. And as many as I and many other have kind of confirmed and outlined on numerous occasions. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're providing a service. These shows like this, we're providing you a service to help you spot those straw-grasping naysayers, the misinformed, the selective fact-choosing and twisting downers, right? We're helping you find those people so you can ignore them, mute them, dismiss them, and just get on and enjoy playing Stadia now and in the future. So stay locked in here to the Stadia Monday Night Chat. Make sure you are subbed and you've toggled that notification bell so you know when I go live with content like this and Stadia content. Anyway, whew, look at that. I was about ramping up already for a rant already, and we haven't even got started. And I'd said I'd try to make the show positive, you know, trying positive. That's what we're here. Just focus on the positive, you know. I tried to avoid to be too negative in the show, but some people this week have had such ridiculous views, yeah, conflated from non-events, yeah, non-news events related to Stadia, total non-events, and they've conflated things together. And frankly, some of the people I'm thinking of, I have in mind, you know, I might not agree with them, but I kind of usually respect them. But in this case, conflating non-events, nothingness, to create something that is not there, I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed. But before all that, you know the form, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ranting. I apologize. You know the form. Yes. Make sure you've hit those likes because I like it. YouTube likes it. And it helps people like you find content like this. And say hello in the chat, everybody. We all like to mingle. Mingle like it's a party, yeah? Virtual party for you. Pass around the cocktail sausages, say hi. And of course, let me know what games you've been playing. Put that in the chat as well. Ask me any questions you'd like me to tackle, Stadia related, of course. And if you want to guarantee that I read out those things, then why not add them as a super chat, yeah? Why not? That way I know I have to read them out. Yeah, I feel obliged to read them out. Anyway, before that, let's just say hello. Hello in the chat to everybody before I forget, because, wow. Loads of you in there already. Predatored. Hello, hello. Pick on Fusion. Jerome, always lovely to see you. Jerome. Hey, Jerome, people are beating you to the punch early there, getting into the chat before you do. Normally, I can rely on you to be, you know, early doors there. Federico Aguidi. I hope I said that correct. Sednar. Tempest Patterson. It's good to see some new people in the chat, you know. Dave. Hey, little tortilla boy, how are you? Ray, Cloud Gaming Dad, good to see you, sir. In lead, Jakey, Jerry, of course, Lord Vivek, Paul, super, Kessel Runner, of course, Holtz, lovely to see you, Holtz, tonight. Jem, there's two people I've called out, get a name check today, as well, so that's quite cool. Just pay attention, see if it's you. Emilio Sunta, lovely to see you. Jamie, Geek the Sneak. Hey. Oh, deactivate the subscription sound. I apologize for that. Is it loud? Let's deactivate that then. We don't want that. I apologize for that. Boom. There we are. Muted. Whew. Whew. Anyway, games I've been playing, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for letting me know there. Very unprofessional. I don't normally have that click going there. But anyway. Games I've been playing. Well, I've been playing Resident Evil Village, of course. And wow. Wow. It looks awesome on Stadia, I've got to say. It looks really good. You know, if you want to play a top AAA game that arrive day and day, cross platforms, and you're not one of these lucky people that got access to an elusive PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X or a £2,000 gaming PC, then trust me, you cannot go wrong with it on Stadia. I mean, check out the comparison here. So this was by Game Tech Planet. If you've not seen the comparison here, you can see there, right? Why don't I just play this actually, and you can see. Let's make it full screen. I'll put it on the plain news. I mean, I like these comparisons. I like these kinds of videos. From the Game Tech Planet, make sure you go and, you know, check in and subscribe to him. But I like these kind of video comparisons because there's no commentary, yeah? And I like that because the images speak for themselves. You make up your own mind. And I don't know, you know, I struggle to see a difference personally. The fact that I have to sort of, you know, freeze the frame, move in a bit closer, maybe have some doubts whether I'm seeing a difference at all, look at another bit, freeze frame it again, get my magnifying glass out. The fact that I have to do all of those things, ladies and gentlemen, all of those things tells me all I need to know. Yeah? That to the average person, the Stadia version, looks lit in it. Looks lit in it, as the kids would say. Now, in fairness, Game Tech Planet said to me, but if you're around my house looking at my 4K setup, because we are seeing this via the compression of YouTube. Yeah, so the differences that there are probably merged or reduced because we're seeing it through YouTube. Whereas if I was at Game Tech Planet's house and he was showing me on his 4K HDR TV and his Xbox Series X, yeah, maybe I might see a difference, but I'm not, yeah? And most people don't have an Xbox Series X and a Stadia. Yeah, it's not about having two different systems and then looking at the comparison and deciding which you're going to play on. That's not the average gamer, the average casual gamer. They usually have one choice. And if it's Stadia, you're not far off. You're not far off the current gen technology-wise. Anyway, just saying. Anyway, check out that, and you just, see for yourself if there is a difference that is large enough to justify 500 quid. Because that's the equation, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Talking here, Resident Evil Village, look. My Premiere Edition arrived today. Hence no coincidence I'm giving one away because I've got two already. So I'm giving them away. That's why. And that, as I say, that'll come later in the show. Don't worry about it. Make sure you're subbed to this channel with a chance to win. If you're not subbed, you can't enter the raffle when it happens. Anyway, so I will be giving one of those away. So don't worry if you missed that promo deal with the Resident Evil Village that Stadia did and you didn't get your Premiere Edition, or you live in Canada. I've got you covered. I've got you covered, ladies and gentlemen. In addition, so other things I've been playing in addition is I joined Cloud Gaming Dad last week to play Trine with him. 4-player online Trine. And I tell you, as a group, playing Trine is really funny. I mean, it's such a good puzzler. And I love the mechanics of the different abilities each character has. And the fact that, rather than you all sort of playing similar characters, you're playing very different characters. So it's, oi, wizard, come over here. Oi, knight, come over here. Archer, come over here. You have to really work together. And when you don't work together on Trine 4, it's equal parts hilarious and frustrating. I find it very frustrating, but it is hilarious. As Cloud Gaming Dad's stream will testify if you've not seen it. And he has another Trine 4 stream later this week with more guests as well. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, Trine 4. And of course, I've been playing Judgment. Let's just see what people have been playing here. Yeah, Dave, the side-by-sides, I just like them on the basis that it's just good to know that Stadia is there or thereabouts. So to me, it's like, well, it's close enough. Poor Canadians, indeed. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, shall we get on with the news? Okay, why not? Let's get on with the news, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry's loving Trine. So in the news this week, we had an APK unpacking, ladies and gentlemen, that was published on 9 to 5. I must admit, Jem did all the work for him. Jem, what's happening? Yeah? You do all the work and then they publish it for you. What's going on there, Jem? Because they thank Jem for doing the unpacking. Anyway, it's the Stadia app 3.15, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very, very exciting. Now, the big thing here is, and it's pretty major, really, And it's this idea of using your phone as a controller. Using your phone as a controller. This is massive, ladies and gentlemen. This is massive. So it's using it as a controller or a bridge. So the idea is here, you can use your use this phone. So there's code in there that says use this phone or a controller connected to this phone for playing on your TV. And this is massive. Because as I've said countless times on this show and on other shows I've been invited to, yeah, Stadia is all about, their focus is really about getting the Stadia app like everywhere. A bit like Netflix, yeah? Get it on your phones, get it on your tablets, yeah, get it on the televisions, you know, built into the smart apps in smart TVs, yeah? But the thing about smart TV, if you can go get your LG television later in the year when it's got its built-in smart app, unless that comes bundled with a Stadia controller, how are you going to play it? Yeah, so there's that extra step that you'd have to go in order to play it, unless they kind of integrate Bluetooth into your TV, that it works with the Stadia app, or into the Chromecast with Google TV. But this is all about laying the groundwork for the future. Yeah. Making that app everywhere. This is more breadcrumbs, as I said, the groundwork for the future. Let's just check the definition of that word, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Just because I know some people have a problem with it. Yeah. Some people have a problem with what it means. So let me just go here. There. Okay, here, just so you know. Yeah, let me just put the desktop on so you can hear. Okay. Future. Yeah, future. Let's just play it there. Future. Let's learn to pronounce it. Yeah. Just because I know people have a problem with Stadia and future. So here we go. She'll help you here. You know, I like to provide a service.
Future.
Okay. Just so we're clear, just in case you're not sure, you might watch some other YouTubers and stuff like that and just not be sure what that word means. So I thought I'd help out there with what it means so that we're clear. Yeah. Stadia are planning for the future. And that APK unpacking and the fact that you'll be able to use your phone as a controller, but more importantly to me, be able to connect a controller to your phone means anybody picking up a smart TV that's got Stadia built in, like Sony TVs, the TCL TVs, the American brand, I'm not familiar with it, the LG TVs, both 2021 editions and 2020 editions, the same with same with the Sonys and the Samsungs as well. So the idea is that the Stadia as a platform will be everywhere, on your phone, on your laptop, on your iPad, on your smart TV, either baked in or as part of Chromecast with Google TV or the Google TV UI, as I said, on Sony's, LG's and countless other TVs, on the devices you already own. When will people get the significance of this? The devices you already own, it'll be everywhere, it'll permeate everywhere. And when you put something everywhere, you make it easy for people to access. And if it's easy to access, people will give it a go. Yeah? So now you can play on the devices you already own. And now you can play with the controller that's your phone, or by connecting a controller to your phone. And the phone as controller or bridge is massive, ladies and gentlemen. Massive. Just saying it. Just put it out there. I think it's very, very exciting. And it shows that they're constantly innovating because they want to get the Stadia platform everywhere. And then having got it everywhere, they want to make it easy to use, easy to get onto, easy to play with, as it were. That's what it's all about. The easier it is, the easier that access is, the more people will play it. That's the main thing. But there's more, ladies and gentlemen. Just as last week, there's more. There's more. Stadia hires, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's been a lot in the news last week about Stadia jobs. Yeah? And there's been a bit of conflation going on. But, ladies and gentlemen, there's been, as I say, there was a lot of news last week about one particular person. One man leaves his job at Stadia. Man leaves job. Yeah? Hey, who knew? People leave a job. Who knew? Whew. Who knew about that? Of course, I'm talking about John Justice, the VP of the product. VP of product for Stadia. He's left. And it seems he's gone straight to Facebook as a VP level. So he's gone VP level at one place, straight in VP level at another. To me, and I don't know, so I am speculating here, but to me that sounds like he's been headhunted, because those opportunities don't come up all the time. VP in one of the FANG companies, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, or Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google, one of the FANG companies, and there's a VP role and he goes from one to the other. To me, it sounds like an opportunity he couldn't turn down. Now, we don't know the reason why, and I'm not going to speculate. Since people leave jobs for numerous reasons, and it's one guy, he's left his job. Yeah? New opportunities. Maybe they're sacked. Who knows? Maybe they're looking for a change. That's it. It doesn't mean anything else. That's all. Oh, yeah, and just as an aside, there were some people who were facing redundancy that we know because of Stadia, Google Entertainment closing down. People who are facing redundancy have clearly completed their consultation process. There's usually a consultation process when you've got when you're at risk of redundancy, while they try to find you jobs elsewhere within the organization, or you try and find yourself a job elsewhere since your job's closing. Those people have gone on and secured their jobs to match their skill set at a new company, a game developer company. So well done to them. That's what happens when you're part of a redundancy scenario. And it just so happens that the 3-month consultation period, if I don't know what it is like, the legislation is like in the US, but in the UK, you usually have a 3-month consultation period. That period's come to an end and they've moved to new jobs. Again, total non-story. Total non-story. But there are those out there who have conflated these two completely separate non-story events, as I said, and made something out of it. And they are either dumb, yeah, I said it, or they are not dumb, but know exactly what they're doing by conflating the two. And how do I know this? Because there's not a hire freeze at Stadia. If Stadia was going to close, there would be a freeze on hiring. Well, why don't the naysayers talk about this? Why don't they talk about the new hires? The new hires, yeah? Why don't they talk about that? I wonder why. Because the facts don't fit their narrative. Follow the breadcrumbs, yeah? Stadia just shut one arm of the business to refocus on the main arm of the business, yeah? Getting the games out. And how do we know that they're focusing on the longevity of Stadia? Because they are hiring, ladies and gentlemen. They are hiring. Look. Why don't people talk about this? You don't hire if there's no future. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't hire if there's no future. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want the clicks. That annoyed people. Here we are, plain news. Look. Hiring. Engineering manager, Stadia development tools. Yeah? No, I'm not saying this is necessarily a new role. It could just be a role somebody might have left and they just need to fill that role. Or it could be a new role. Who knows? The point is, there's no hiring freeze. Hello, Red Devil. How are you? So there's no hiring freeze going on. So that means there's a future. Engineering manager, Stadia developer tools. Revenue financial analyst. Yeah? Stadia finance. Got to have people in finance. Got to have Carol in accounting, haven't you? Carol in accounting. UX designer. Stadia developer tools. Two roles within the developer tools section, yeah? Product security engineer, Stadia, devices and services, developer marketing manager. So now we've gone from the engineering and development side to the marketing side, yeah? Stadia. Hiring. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. So just be careful when you listen to people who just focus on maybe one non-event, man leaves job. When the reality is people are hiring, you know? As I said, if Stadia was being closed down in 6 months or phased out, you'd have a hire freeze. That would be it. But clearly there's not a hire freeze going on. Yeah? Yeah, but Clive, yeah? Clive. I don't see a role for VP. Well, they probably haven't advertised it yet. They might find somebody within. But anyway, Clive, we know you're right. Of course, Clive, we know you're right. Of course you're right. We know that. But we want more proof. We want more evidence that the wider business world outside of Stadia have faith in Stadia. Have you anything to show that might demonstrate that, apart from the fact that we know so many games are in development? We want more. We want more proof. Hold my beer. Hold my beer, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? Check this one out. Ubisoft. Ubisoft are hiring. And what are they hiring for? Specialist tester. Google compliance manager. Ubisoft are looking for a Google compliance manager to methodically verify each Stadia technical requirement standard. Yeah, because Ubisoft, to be honest, because we were honest people, some Ubisoft games could do with a methodical verification at a technical level. Yeah? Assassin's Creed, I'm looking at you. Come on, 60 frames per second, sir. But anyway, Ubisoft are hiring for people to help them with developing for Stadia. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, as I said. To read, assess, and verify return report, basically working in what they call the QA department, but specifically for Stadia. To QA the games for Stadia by the looks of things. And ensure, this is the important thing here, ensure that the game meets all the manufacturers, Google Stadia, technical requirements, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? So yeah, exactly. Let's hope this is Ubisoft going, oh my God, every other developer out there, I mean, in fairness to Ubisoft, Division 2 is really, is ridiculously good. But some of the other titles, since, you know, now we've seen things like Judgment or Resident Evil from Capcom and stuff like that. And the EA games, the FIFA and Madden, the quality, things have been upped. So, you know, whilst this is proving that other businesses are investing in their Stadia side of the business, like Ubisoft are investing in their Stadia output, which is encouraging. At the same time, it's encouraging because it looks like Ubisoft or Stadia maybe, and again, I'm speculating, are putting more focus on the delivery and technical requirements. Let's hope so, because we've seen what can be achieved. Judgment, brilliant, brilliant port. Cyberpunk, the state of the game generally, but the port itself, awesome, from Q-Lock. Not from CD Projekt Red, it was ported by Q-Lock. Amazing. Resident Evil 7, pretty impressive. Resident Evil 8 Village, hello. Yeah. So we know there seems to be an improvement in the standard. So maybe this is Ubisoft upping it a bit. Was there another job? Yes. I just wanted to show this one. So this is just more them just stating, but so they're looking, this is Ubisoft looking for an engineering studio developer with C++ experience. But it just saying in their job description, they just make reference to the engineering studio teams looking for a developer that will work on various projects for different platforms, like porting games on new consoles, cloud gaming, brackets, a Google Stadia, for example. So it's very much, what I'm saying is, I guess what I'm just trying to demonstrate is that Stadia is very much in Ubisoft's mind. So that means it's their business for the future, along with all their other business, you know, but they're developing games, continue for that platform as they've always supported Stadia and will continue to do so. Stadia are hiring. So I'm just talking about the breadcrumbs. That's all I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs. That is all. That is all. Yes, Caseball UK, Capcom have done an amazing job on the RE engine, and let's hope we see some other Capcom games. Anyway, talking of games,
rated T for teen.
Very excited about this from Modus, who we know bring games to Stadia, and I shouted this out a few months ago. Very excited about this one. Take the desktop down. Officially announced for Stadia, so we know this has been officially announced. A free-to-play as well, ladies and gentlemen. Free-to-play. A free-to-play battle royale. I think it's great that we're getting more free-to-play games. There were some people that said, some people said, well, actually, I was looking at on the old Stadia forum from last year saying, well, people going, we need free-to-play games. We need free-to-play games. And they were right. They were right back then, because it really helps with the try before you buy kind of marketing approach. And so I think that, people were calling for free-to-play games on forums, last year. But now we've got them. I know we've got Destiny 2. You've got Crater. You've got the Hitman Starter Pack. You've got Super Bomberman 64. And now Super Animal Royale coming later in the year. We don't have a date for it. But it is coming later in the year. And as I said, this is something that I did shout out a few months ago. Here we go. Look, it's me. This is me from the past. Oh, that's an advert, that is. Who puts ads on there? Oh, yeah, me. There we go. Anyway, so this is me from the past talking about could Super Animal, this is partly because of Stadia Source, Super Animal Royale be coming to Stadia. This was a few months ago. So they called it, in fairness. It's me saying I called it, but they called it, and then I repeated what they said in fairness. So yeah, so that's very excited. Let me know if you're excited about Animal Planet. But one of the reasons I was initially I was 30% sure, 40% sure when you watch that video clip. And then when I saw it as Modus Games, I went up to about 50% sure. But now it's been confirmed. Super Animal Royale coming. And just if you don't believe me, here we go. Steam, PS5. Take that down. Steam, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch, Stadia. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Excited. Let me know. It's good to, free to play games. It's pretty cool. I've got a hell of a lot of windows open here. Let me just close all those. Otherwise, the stream might fall over. That would be terrible. But anyway, so proof there. As I say, if you check the bottom of Super Animal Royale, it's coming out. In other news as well, ladies and gentlemen, so now these are more speculative. There's no guarantee, but it's highly likely that this will be coming to Stadia, and it is one I haven't got here. I nearly missed it. Before I forget, Hitman 2. New season is dropping.
Hey everyone! I want to show you what's coming up in Hitman 3's Season of Pride. We got new content, returning favorites, and a lot to get excited about. My name is Clemens, and welcome to the Season of Pride.
Following on from the Season of Greed, we are entering the Season of Pride.
That is
the
a
second
lit
act
suit
in the
he's wearing.
7 Deadly Sins is here.
I want one of them.
The Pride Profusion is a new escalation that has multiple approaches depending on your actions that triggers unique dialogue. Find the peacock, listen to your inner sin, and choose your own path to unlock unique rewards. You'll unlock the Narcissist Suit, the Majestic, and the Proud Swashbuckler. And the best thing is, you can play it today.
So yeah, available, part of the Pride season, the next chapter in the Pride season, coming to Stadia. That was a Stadia trailer, by the way. So, you know, it's coming to Stadia. Anyway, oh yeah, more news. So some of this news came in after I'd sort of written out my script. Yeah, it's scripted, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to break it to you. So I've kind of whipped it in, but this is good news. So Dirt 5 have got an update coming. Cross-platform matchmaking. So Dirt 5 is going cross-platform. We go on so much about how cross-platform is crucial to Stadia. And we know it is because the Stadia player base, you know, is completely out of proportion to your PlayStations and your Xboxes and your PCs. So we need, for multiplayer games, you need that cross-platform play. And it's good to see that Codemasters stroke EA, as I've said on this channel last year, the head of EA Studios, Laura Miele, Internal Studios, said that they were focusing on getting as many games as cross-play as possible. Well, now Codemasters are part of EA, so maybe this is part of it. But here we are, cross-platform matchmaking as part of this new update coming. And this update, I think, is... The Hitman stuff I just showed you is dropped today, I think. Or is it this content? I've lost the plot. Anyway, but here we are. Fresh content, new features are added for everyone in our latest game update. Headlined. Oh yeah, so this is coming May the 11th, but not to Stadia, not straight to Stadia. That's coming. They're having to implement the crossplay a bit later, but it's coming, and that's the good thing. At least you know. You're not reading this and going, oh my God, it's just Xbox, PlayStation and PC, no Stadia. At least they're saying it's coming to Stadia, albeit later this year. But fresh content, new features, introduction of cross-platform matchmaking, coming to Stadia later this year, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to Stadia. Pretty good. Yeah, again, pretty lit, innit? As the kids would say. Right, back to script. So now there's no guarantee that, as I say, this is the title. There's no guarantee that it's coming to Stadia. I tell you what I'll do before that. I'm going to try and trigger the raffle. I hope this works. You need to be subbed, and you need to put exclamation raffle into the chat, and let's just hope it works. Yes, there we are. Put enter exclamation raffle as per the Streamlabs instructions, and hopefully that works. So we'll get the raffle going. You have to be subbed, and you have to be, when I pull out the winner, you need to be on stream so you can let me know. But anyway, back to the news, ladies and gentlemen, back to the news. So Division 2. Heartland announced. This is free to play. Going to be a free to play game on Division 2. Now, they haven't officially announced it for Stadia, so just bear that in mind. But come on. Come on, people. Yeah, don't worry, Clay. It's working now, Cloud Gaming Dad, because the little stream bot. Look, you see? Went there, so it should be. I think it's because I was doing an exclusive stream to members yesterday. Anyway, update on the Tom Clancy's Division universe, and it's this. We don't know exactly what it is, other than it's going to be a free-to-play game Could be a battle royale. What do you reckon? Or a team-based game? Who knows? But, hey, come on. Of course it's coming to Stadia. Yeah? 95% sure. It has to, surely. Yeah, because Division 2. And remember, Division 2 is you know, there's me slagging off Ubisoft ports. Division 2 was one of the first and probably one of the best at the time ports. You know, it did look absolutely amazing. So I'm not sure exactly what Heartland will be, other than it's going to be a free-to-play game coming to Stadia. So, yeah. Laura Meal, that's it. Thank you, Caseball. Exactly, that's the person at EA Studios. And last year, and I talked about it on this show before, she talked about how multi-platform was very much the EA strategy. But there we are. So they're developing here with Red Storm Studio, having worked on Tom Clancy games since 97. Extensive experience. The developer has extensive experience across numerous genres and games. Most recently, The Division and Division 2. So, you know, the main developers, the main developers for Division 2 are making Heartland a standalone game that doesn't require any previous experience with the series, but will provide a new perspective on the universe in a brand new setting. And it will be made available in 21-22 on PC, consoles. Now, it doesn't say Stadia specifically, but it says and cloud. Yeah? And cloud. So we can assume, because Ubisoft Plus is on Luna, that they mean Luna, and Ubisoft is on Plus is on Stadia in the US. So it's got to be coming, yeah? And it's free to play as well. So yeah, I'm calling it. Of course it's coming. If I was a betting man, just put your house on it, you know. No, don't put your house on it. In other news, ladies and gentlemen, in other news, oh, good. We've got, come on, people. If you want to win, exclamation raffle, make sure you're subbed. If you're not subbed to the channel, it won't register. Yeah. So make sure you're subbed to this channel. Otherwise your raffle won't register. And if you've already put in exclamation mark raffle and you're not subbed and put in exclamation mark raffle again. Otherwise, you ain't going to win. Yeah. You ain't going to win, ladies and gentlemen. So, in further news, Lost Judgment. So, I'm a big fan of Judgment. People who watch this show know I'm a massive fan of Judgment. And Sega have announced a sequel. Again, this is speculation. It's not guaranteed that it's coming to Stadia. But why wouldn't it? Yeah? Why wouldn't it come to Stadia? So, looking forward to Lost Judgment, because Judgment is a great game on Sega, a great port, an awesome port. So, yeah. Could we be seeing Lost Judgment come to Stadia later this year? You know, it was a game that arrived day and date with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Not on PC, just the next gen, you know, well, the next gen, the current gen. Hey, Guilami. Oh, I'm going to butcher your name, mate. I'm really apologize. I'll try my best. Guilami Chonier Emard. I hope I said that right. Thank you for being a member. Much appreciated. Anyway, so looking forward to this. As I say, they've not officially announced it for Stadia. But again, why wouldn't they bring it? Why wouldn't they bring it to Stadia, to be honest? Yeah, they've already brought Judgment. That went down really well. You know, generally, I think the general view is that it was a great port and all that kind of stuff. So why not? Why not? Okay. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there we are. Let's have a quick look at the chat. Get rid of that. Make sure that you are, make sure you're subbed, exclamation mark raffle and all of that. Yeah. Okay. Kalev's going to wait for if it goes on sale, get it. Mike Rolfe says I'd buy that in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Good to see loads of you entering the raffle. As I say, make sure that you've subbed to this channel. If you haven't subbed to the channel and you put in exclamation raffle, it ain't going to register. And make sure you sub to the other people that I mentioned in the description as well. Anyway, wow, we've had loads of people watching. That's really cool. It's lovely to see so many new people in the channel. I really, really appreciate you coming by. I hope you're enjoying the show and stuff. Hello, Swag. Make sure you're subbed. I wish we had some way of knowing the Stadia player base. It might not be as small as people think. Yeah. But I think Stadia will keep that. In early days, you want to keep that under wraps, until you've got something to shout about. Yeah, Gandra says EA have done the hard work already porting the Frostbite to Stadia. Exactly. Which, they put in all the work for FIFA 21 and Madden 21 so that my theory is so that when FIFA 22 and Madden 22 come round, there shouldn't really be a delay. Hopefully it comes day and date, but if not, because they've done all the hard work, they know what to do. And that's why FIFA 21 and Madden 21 were late, because I think they were, they couldn't do it in time anyway, but it was also a test to see how well FIFA and Madden would look. And they look great, in fairness. So remember, keep going with the raffle. Make sure you've, as I say, make sure you're subbed. Otherwise, it ain't gonna count. Yes, Gandara, Super Animal Royale is going to be free to play. Figment 2, one of the most underrated games. Love Figment 1, yeah. Figment 2 coming soon. Crossplay. Fingers crossed it comes to Stadia. Caseball, yeah, I mean, it's not officially announced, but come on. Wow, Gem. Okay, forget it. Let's not bring let's ban Gem. Because I know what he's like in PUBG. I never win a one-to-one with Gem in PUBG. I never win. It's going to be game over. That's not fair, Gem. 100 hours already on Steam. You're having a giraffe, mate. You're having a giraffe. Right, make sure you are clicked in as a sub member before you put in a raffle. Otherwise, it won't register. Yo, guys, says Kalos. Hello. How do I enter? Christian Woods, you make sure you are subbed to this channel most foremost. And also do me the favor of subbing to the other guys in the description. But you sub to this channel. When you've subbed to this channel, you then put exclamation mark raffle. We got 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes. So make sure you subbed. I can play as a bear. Yes, exactly. Gem Bear, you can play as a bear. Jerry, I tell you what, I've spent, when I had, well, I would say when I had, I've got my Xbox, but I never bought any games for it. Very rarely. I bought them when they were, on offer. When I walked into game, maybe I bought just Overwatch, Minecraft. That's about it. About the only games I ever bought for Xbox, because I always use just whatever came up on Games Pass or Xbox Gold Live if I was interested. I couldn't ever justify spending 50, 60 quid on a brand new launch day game. But I realized I'd spent on Stadia just this month, over the last 4 weeks, I've spent nearly 120 quid at least on 3 games. I never did that on Xbox. Yeah, Swag, it's all right. It's you think I have it set to members only? Do you think? Let's have a look. We will see. We will see. Let's have a look. Should be subscribers only. What we'll do, we'll see. If not, we'll do another one next week. How about that? Kalos, you need a premiere. Exactly. Subscribers use hashtag Raffle. 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes to rock and roll for your chance to win. Swag. I'll tell you what we'll do. Right. A minute. You've got a minute and a half. Minute and a half. Get those raffles in. Kellis is seeing the trailer for Lost Judgment. Maybe want to get Judgment. Yeah, so I've read that, didn't I? So let me know in the chat whether you've played Resident Evil Village. What do you think about it? UK Frostbite Engines, Mass Effect, Battlefield Squadrons. Stadia will get 2 or 3 of these. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, Mike, surely the search has got to come. It'll probably come when they roll out the app for, well, let's hope so. When they roll out the app for, what am I saying? The Google with Chromecast TV, Google with Chromecast. Anyway, when they roll out the app for that is probably the perfect time to put in the search bar for the CCU, I think. Just because the current CCU, as I understand it, I'm not technically minded, has such a sort of small amount of onboard memory, whereas the new Chromecast with Google TV has more. So there we go. Right, 10 seconds to get your raffle in. Entries closed. Entries are now closed. Mark Rolfe said, there we are, no longer. Right. Are we ready for this? Let's pick a winner. Let's pick a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ready for this? Wow. We have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. It should flash up in the stream chat. Dave Widnall. Dave is the winner. Well done, Dave. Well done. Congratulations. Okay, Dave, just DM me on my Twitter and we'll get that out to you ASAP. Well done, Dave. Good work. Well done. Thank you for everybody who joined me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it interesting. Why don't you come back next week? And we'll do some more. We'll do some more giveaways. Can't guarantee we'll do it next week, but we'll do some more giveaways very, very soon. Because it's kind of fun, isn't it? You know, it just kind of gives a little bit of extra pep for the show. But anyway, thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who turned up. Thank you to all the new people. Thank you all to the new people who've subscribed and all of that. Thank you to the new members as well. I'm not going to repeat your name. I've struggled reading it out. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Make sure that you come back here, same time, same place, next week. And we'll see you around all very, very soon. Thank you.